Next, weather meteorologist Lisette Gonzalez busy tracking all the activity here in the Atlantic. As you can see, we have Hurricane Humberto, which is expected to intensify into a major hurricane. And in the Caribbean, we have this tropical wave, which we're going to be keeping a close eye on, as this is expected to move near our coast and be east of us near the Bahamas. So as we take a look at what we can expect here with this system, you'll notice that it is likely that it will continue to lift northeast as we head through the next few days. It is going to become a depression or even tropical storm Imelda as soon as later today. The National Hurricane Center is giving this a high potential of becoming a depression, and you'll notice the forecast models are tightly packed together, indicating high confidence that it is likely going to move over the Bahamas and then eventually will be headed towards the southeast coast of the U.S. And we're looking at the next weather tropics tracker. This particular model is showing the rain bands impacting Cuba first as we head through later today into tomorrow, and then it'll move into the Bahamas. And even here in South Florida, we could see some outer rain bands, gusty winds, as well as rough marine conditions and rough surf heading through Sunday. That would be the time frame that we could see some of the indirect impacts from the system being to our east and being so close. We certainly have to monitor this over the weekend. We'll be keeping you updated, so stay tuned on air and online. Then we have Hurricane Humberto, which is quite impressive because it'll likely become a Category 3 major hurricane later today, Cat 4 tomorrow, before it then recurves northeastward and could be moving near or over parts of Bermuda. And when we look at the two of them together, we are of course keeping an eye on how they may interact with each other or influence each other. There's been a lot of talk about the Fujiwara effect, how they may orbit around each other or possibly absorb each other. But for right now, there's a lot of uncertainty. But what we do see is in the atmosphere, a dip in the jet stream is going to help to steer this and keep it to the east of Florida and then moving possibly towards the Carolinas or Virginia. Let's take a live view outside right now as we are going to check in on that local forecast. It is the weekend after all, and I can tell you that right now we are mainly dry out there, and we're going to see storms later on, so enjoy the calm before the storms. Temperatures are heating up: 89 in Miami, 87 in Fort Lauderdale, 86 in Key West. And if you're thinking of walking your dog, maybe wait until it's not so hot. But Archie, oh, such an adorable dog. You know, you can send your photos to pics@cbsmiami.com. I'll be sharing them during our new newscast. And don't miss first pitch tonight on CW Miami 33. The Marlins taking on the Mets, and it'll be a warm evening with the low 80s. And catch my weathercast inside Lone Depot Park. There's a low risk of rip currents if you're headed to the beach. The UV index is very high. No alerts or advisories for the boaters here over the Atlantic waters. Our next weather rain tracker is showing this afternoon there will be some scattered storms with a few downpours. Tomorrow morning is looking quiet, then storms again in the afternoon. And then Sunday, we are going to see the potential for some of those outer rain bands noticed as soon as 11 a.m. through the afternoon and evening. So just hang on to the umbrella and have a backup plan. Highs remain near 90 degrees.